will this impact on the Big Four housing agenda? Well, I have with me two gentlemen on the set, and we just want to talk more about this very important subject. And I'm now joined by Agre Wangwe, who is the Kenya Market Director for iBuild, and Liu Skulman, the Chairman for iBuild, based in the Washington, D.C. Let me start off with you, Liu. The construction sector has been growing in leaps and bounds in Kenya, but it's a very fragmented industry, if you ask me. How is it that we are able to work with technology to bridge the gaps?
So Kenya happens to be one of the most technologically savvy countries in Africa, if not the world, with smartphone adoption upwards of 85%. Kenyans regularly use technology to do everything in life. Mm-hmm. And for the construction industry, using technology to organize the marketplace makes perfect sense. If everyone is accessing technology, then create a platform in which everyone can go, provide their service, and that people can actually get that service and understand what's being provided for them.
And let me bring it back to you, Wangwe. Perhaps talk to us about how iBuild is redefining the construction industry.
Oh, thank you. One, you and me know that the process of Kenyans doing their homes, there's a lot of problems through that patch. And one of it comes, it's very hard for you to know who's the right person for you to get for the job. Mm-hmm. Secondly, when you're managing the project, you have to sit on those sites. At times people have to take, more or less like leaves so that they can do their projects. Now, what iBuild comes to do with reorganizing, the ecosystem, it gives transparency, whereby you'll be able to check out from the contractors if they're credited and what rating do they have, so that you can have them on the platform, right, on the projects.
And Liu, this is a very innovative way to do business in a continent where we are seeing a lot of potential to grow the construction industry. And what do you see in the horizon, especially when it comes to having a bigger scale in terms of reaching a bigger market within East Africa?
So the demand is there. That's obvious. With more than 75% of the transactions being cash-based, it means that private citizens are really having impact on the housing space. We are currently piloting in Nigeria. We're working with the government in Indonesia, in South Africa. The market is enormous.
All right. And Wangwe, what would be your closing thoughts really when you look at some of the big opportunities that lie in the industry?
I think there's a lot that we look at iBuild bringing a solution. One, for homeowners now going forward, you owning that home, you can be able to do it in a more efficient way. You can be able to even release payment only for work that is done, and that is through what we call the e-wallet that is embedded in the iBuild platform. But more importantly on that also, there's a lot of opportunity to the skilled workers. I mean, these are the people who do the construction. How do they get, access to jobs? iBuild comes to, kind of bring that solution to their hands.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Wangwe and Liu. Of course, a lot to talk about when it comes to construction matters. And gentlemen, we can't exhaust all this in one sitting. We definitely shall be inviting you for another session, even as the big conversation in the country continues around the housing agenda. What are the gaps? What are the hits and misses for the country? Well, you can only get your dose of information